Hello, YouTubers, for all you little ladybug lovers. Well, this is back on this '04 Cobra, and I wanted to show you. This is what was in the oil pickup strainer. This was a clean bucket. I wanted to be able to show you. Looks like pieces of gasket material, silicone, stuff like that. I don't know. There was no metal, nothing harmful. But anyway, there was a problem, and as I showed you in the first video, I believe, that the strainer itself was, let me get under the car, was almost totally clogged up. And I had to take a brass brush, and there was crud all around here, and then the strainer itself was almost completely closed off. So I got all that cleaned up now, and of course I went through turning the motor over, putting all the bearings, checking every one of them. They all were good. I'm on my last one. I'll show you that crank back here. You can see it. Everything looks good except for that 3 and 7 I put new bearings in. But nothing wrong with the rods, nothing wrong with the crank. So in trying to figure all that out, we came up with a conclusion, and I talked to a guy that used to work, a friend of mine used to work for Moroso Productions, building products. Anyway, he said that, yeah, when you run a remote oil filter, let me be out because this is what I showed you earlier. I put the factory type on and got rid of the Moroso because it was mounted to the frame rail here, high up there by the power steering reservoir, but attached to the top of the frame and upside down, screwed on and off this way. Crazy. I mean, yeah, anyway, so what that caused was, like, every time the car got cranked up, it caused like a need to be reprimed situation. So it had to fill these rubber hoses that came from here all the way up there and fill the filter back up. And in that process, if he had the hoses wrong also, and I don't know that, and I was like, go back and look at some pictures, you were causing the system to flow and more or less be dry for a moment until it build pressure again, and then these two here and this journal here would have been not getting oil right away. Anyway, it's just what I'm being told, it's just what we figured out, and especially being all the other bearings and everything were fine. So this is just an updated, just a documentation of what I'm doing in case I ever sell it. Just know it was put back together right. Let's see. And I want to show you, I bought new bearings, 0.25. There you go. And put them on both of those rods that were showing some crazy wear. And did that get you? Yeah. There's the backside. So they even spun a little bit, it looked like. No, I don't know. I can't really tell. But yeah, there were some issues. And so I wanted just to show, we're trying to make something as basically a documentation of what I've done to fix this car. And maybe some other people have some crazy noises going on in something they bought that was supposed to be rebuilt. This is what you have to do. You have to pull it all down, K-frame off, oil pan off, and start doing research. Anyway, here is the last bearing cap, last rod cap. Just wanted to show you, and it'll show you they look fine. This whole motor is definitely put together. All new stuff. And I do believe I can show you, because I really wanted that as a good documentation too when somebody wants to buy it. The man told me that he used a 04 crank and the rods. Let's see if I can get that for you. Yeah, if you could see it. I may have too much light on it. But anyway, wow. Alrighty. Well, there you go. That's about the best I could get. Alrighty. But anyway, it has SVT rods in it. It has brand new pistons in it. Everything's good and clean. All the walls look good. The piston skirts, everything looks brand new. The cylinder walls, cross hatch looks good. Everything looks good. We're going back together. I'm going to put some assembly lube on this last one and torque it back down, and then we're ready to go back together. All right, YouTubers, we are out. Don't forget, like and subscribe.